It's a beautiful Tuesday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Mariah Afolabi, and as always, I have my ladies here. Hi, guys.
Hi, Mariah.
Hello,
Mariah.
Yo.
Nice combination, orange and black.
Thank you. Meanwhile, France, they won World Cup.
Yes.
Now, people have been saying on Twitter, all this, where he came to come and collect
Blessings.
the
Blessing from the shrine.
blessings from the shrine. That's why they won the
Benny.
cup. All I'm saying is next time, Green Eagles, Super Eagles,
They
Come to the shrine.
what should they do?
Come to the shrine.
All right, so let's stick there.
I like your shoes.
Oh, thank you very much.
Very
Thank you very
She
much.
looks amazing.
So, Super Eagles, you heard.
Yes, sir.
Next time we're going, we're stopping by the shrine.
Yeah.
So true.
Why is the next one? Qatar, right? They're going to
Yeah,
Qatar in
2022.
So,
Before every match, they should just come.
And
I
pay
saw your
homage.
brother paying homage to the shrine, too.
You did?
The picture of him now, he bends down and...
You know,
he's-
we
he's
always do that. We
spiritual.
always do that.
who-
Before we travel, before...
Really?
Oh, yes.
That's like a shrine.
It's a shrine.
So you go to the shrine and...
We
meet-
lifted Fela's shrine from the old shrine and brought it.
And you go there to talk to Fela and all that,
We just go there and...
just talk.
Fela is at the Fela Museum.
Okay.
But his shrine is now in the new shrine.
Okay, I always see them in there. I always wonder, you know, it's really interesting. It's good
We're
to know
spiritual.
that you guys are
We're
spiritual
very
like that.
spiritual people.
Africa, yeah.
Africa, right?
Well, and we don't hide it.
Don't hide it.
Yeah.
There are many people who will say they are Christian. Meanwhile,
they are going
one
behind
ball, one ball. Huh?
It is well with us.
How you doing, Chimzo?
I'm amazing. Very grateful to God. I thought my dress was cream and blue. Shower cream shoes.
Well, we can't see it
White.
on
It's not
TV.
really white.
Do we really need to know that?
Yes, because it's bothering me.
Wait,
It's off-white.
how you
No,
doing?
YK, I'm amazing. You know, YK she has transferred the bug. You know, so we're now carrying a matching.
She was wearing yellow. Was it yellow? What did you wear on Monday or something like that? Also colors.
You have joined that gang.
In fact,
So, okay, you got a new iPad. You know, you can chatter different colors of
I'm
cake.
telling you.
It was a
and then-
present from my son-in-law.
Yes.
My daughter bought me iPhone 10.
Uh-huh.
My son-in-law bought me iPad
iPad.
Pro. So
You now have to chat.
I now had to buy all
How many
these.
colors did you buy, YK?
Just the ones I could find. I couldn't find yellow. I couldn't find
how
red.
many? How
Keep
many?
searching.
I don't know.
Oh gosh,
You'll
YK.
see.
So if anybody finds a case yellow, please.
Please, I'm looking for
Alan,
yellow.
And I got all the old cases. Even me cannot count.
You know, because my nephew took my iPad, and I was like, if you're taking the iPad, you're taking all the cases.
How you doing, Obia Julian?
Did amazing.
I like the hair.
Thank you. So I had a good time on Saturday. I went for a lecture,
Okay.
teaching on business, and I was able to tackle all their questions. I was really impressed. They
With
were
yourself?
happy. I was impressed with myself. They were happy with me as well. You know, there's nothing like somebody calling you to do something and they're really excited that you did it well. So
Oh, nice.
that was just it for me.
We thank God that you are impressed with yourself. I like you, Jerry.
Lomo, I got my lizard.
If nobody will praise me, let me praise myself.
Yes.
Thank God.
How you
Mariah.
doing?
I'm doing well. I thank
We
God,
like the
you know.
ensemble.
Thank you. I just put something together this morning. It's just that recently, like I need to learn from you how to be using some things. I don't know how to say. I don't know. I'm very overwhelmed recently. I just don't know how to.
You are?
You survived.
Ah, is it that thing?
Yeah, that thing.
Madam? Wait, this girl. Oh,
I
okay.
don't understand.
Like I'm lost. What
She knows what we have. She knows.
That's gonna break
right.
when we come
We are
back.
speaking Macron's language.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
We'll go through the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Okay, very quickly, we're going to start with the punch. 44 dead, 500 buildings destroyed in Katsina flood. 20 people missing, Buhari Masari mourn. Policemen extort 100,000 naira from contractor through POS. I don't believe foreigners are involved in Nigeria's killing, says French envoy. Inspector General places 5 million naira bounty on killers of 11 policemen. Buhari orders repatriation of Nigerians stranded in Russia.
Orders.
Ekiti TMG, TI, Serap condemn vote buying by parties. And APC opts for direct primary to pick Oshun governorship candidate. Let's start with the human interest story. This policeman that extorted 100,000 naira. That story was just very pathetic.
Yes,
you have that.
The guy said he was stopped by police. Okay, I think I have the name somewhere. Anyway, he was stopped by the police, and they had asked him,
For his phone.
yeah, for his phone, and he said, why do you want my phone? What offense have I committed? He said, just bring your phone, or we will, in fact, we will just kill you. Say, okay,
Give them the phone.
take the phone. Then the driver that brought him, he said that one should leave.
Anyways, let me now continue that story. So when he gave them the phone, they were now going through the pictures, and that's why he was a contractor. They now asked, like, who owns the house? He said, it's not me, they're for my clients. So while they were checking, alert drops. 200,000 naira dropped. They said, bros, this money we dropped. The guy was now begging them, trying to negotiate. Eventually, they now said, 100,000 of this one, minimum, sent to him. So they went to...
They now took him to this POS people, and that one transferred the money to them. Now, it took 2,500, so they gave the police 97,500.
Now, unfortunately, he tried to get the helpline, the police, and that's the important part of it.
Yes.
He tried to get the police helpline, but for whatever reason, he wasn't able to get in contact. He spoke to somebody, but they were not willing to help him out. They now directed him to a WhatsApp line, which he also did, and nobody else complained. So, unfortunately for the person, he also had a true caller.
Yeah.
But they identified that it was actually the CP that picked up the phone.
Wow.
So he was now saying, why are you acting as if you don't know this is the situation? But
The DSP's name was Chidi Nwabuzo.
Yes. So anyway, that's hopefully Punch can follow up the story, and we can get some justice for this man.
And Punch have been trying to call the person.
Even we follow it.
Let's take one more story.
Okay, so I have the story of the French ambassador who's going
French
out.
envoy, yeah.
Envoy. So his name is Denis Gaia. According to him, he said the problem of the herdsmen killing, it's about impunity and injustice, and that there are no foreigners who are in that fight. He also said that the main thing is they are fighting for supremacy, they are fighting for the land. So that the government should find a way to do a policy that would, help the agriculture and husbandry. So that would just solve the problem.
Solve the problem.
He was
Yes,
just
to solve the
saying that
problem.
he personally doesn't believe.
His opinion, yes, his opinion.
This person doesn't believe that it has to do with foreigners.
It's not
That
foreigners.
It's just a land issue.
Yeah.
Let's move on now to the nation. Ekiti election. INEC dares Olushola to head for court. Picture here of the young man, the killer of the alleged killer of the Ondo ex-deputy governor's girl, remanded in prison. Oshun APC settles for direct primary. 38 dead in Katsina flood. Executive order 6 potent weapon against corruption. Now,
I have the Ekiti elections.
go
So the nation is reporting that there was jubilation over Fahemi's win on Sunday in Ado Ekiti. And as the PDP heads to court, the chairman of the APC, Adams Oshiomhole, is saying that they are magnanimous in victory, that, they will meet in court. So the nation put it that APC dares PDP to go to court.
no, it was INEC that sent the idea. Maybe a different article, but it's INEC dares Olushola to head for court, but we'll see how that goes. But I was going to take the APC saying that they're going to have direct primaries for Osun State, which is good, meaning that every card-carrying member gets to vote who the candidate before was selected delegates that vote in for the primaries. But now they're saying the direct primary is where every single card-carrying member votes. So hopefully that would strengthen the democracy within their party. Moving on now to Vanguard. South Middle Belt leaders blast FG. That's federal government for aborting Benue trip. That was an interesting story. Killings. FG has done a lot to combat insecurity since presidency. 2019, Buhari has first of right to refusal, says APC. IMF upgrades Nigeria's 2019 GDP growth forecast to 2.3%. 49 die in Katsina flood, many others missing. Open grazing, APC has given me a red card. So when are we taking the flood? Okay, we'll take the flood.
Can I take a major headline quickly?
Yes, go ahead.
Where the southern leaders who are going to commemorate with the Benue governor Otum yesterday, their plane was stopped from landing.
Was that in that paper?
Yeah.
No, go ahead, but what I read was that they're going for a planned restructuring.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
She's-
okay.
This is the Sun headline you are thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, the what they call the airport authority
Makurdi.
had stopped a lot of
Yes.
flights across Nigeria because of poor visibility. So this had nothing to do with them in particular, but they felt that the president was exhibiting dictatorial tendencies by stopping their flight from landing in
And it was
Benue.
a chartered flight. And my own question is, if they felt, according to the Makurdi airport, they said they didn't even have permission to land,
Yeah,
which is why they didn't let. So I'm wondering, if you really wanted to go and enter
Take the
commercial,
Go and enter commercial flights.
Lots of them.
But
There are
even
lots of
commercial
different-
flights were stopped from landing because of poor visibility. So which
The
is why
weather
I'm saying
wasn't
that
good.
it wasn't really about them.
Okay, let's talk about the flood. Who has
Yeah,
that
so
story?
I have the story of the flood. According to different papers, they had different numbers. Some people said 38 persons died.
38
This
dead.
one is saying 44 people died, 500 houses damaged, and 20. The governor came out to say that 20 people got missing. So he said that they know that the area is prone to flood.
Yes.
So they built drainages. But what happened in this case was, instead of the water to flow out of the drainage into the river, it was flowing from the river back into the drainage. So
Right.
the president has apologized and told them sorry, and asked there's a particular body, an emergency body, to handle
NEMA.
Yes, NEMA, to handle their,
because that's his,
settle them and take care of the
because that's,
victims.
that's the president's state, Castina. So he
Yeah.
has sent his, sent his
condolences.
his condolences to the families, and the governor has said he's going to work hard to ensure it doesn't happen again.
My own question is, why did the river
Flow back?
That
So
means that
apologies.
There's a problem.
Yes, there's a
it wasn't
blockage.
properly done or
Yes,
something
it
like
wasn't
that.
properly done.
But they are looking
And
into it.
because it wasn't in the papers yesterday, Abeokuta too, on Saturday or Friday. Hey, see the flood carrying houses,
my
my
God.
grandmother's houses, the walls. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you the truth. See carrying cars, the water carrying cars like
We
this
didn't see
to
it in the
Ogun
papers
River.
yesterday. Let's move on very
Wasn't in
quickly
the
to the
papers.
Nigerian Tribune, how we were barred from flying to Benue. I think we talked about that already. 44 dead, 20 missing, over 500 houses destroyed in Katsina. Rwanda reacts to, as London Arbitration Court orders it to pay Volpi $680 million. I will laugh last, says Fayose. Says Buhari is not a Democrat. Osun 2018, Oshomole insists on direct primaries. APC has given me a red card, says Autumn. And APC has responded saying that they never pushed you up, because he's saying that, according to what Adam Oshomole said, he said that he's had several meetings with Autumn, and he said, listen,
And he
we will never,
promised
he promised that
he
they
will
will
never
try
leave.
to help you resolve. You never leave APC. But unfortunately, he's saying that APC
gave
has
him
given him a red card.
There's the background gist that his godfather in the APC has said to him that he was going to support another candidate, and so he's now partyless, which is very much illegal in Nigeria.
He says that they want another candidate to run for 2019.
Okay, let's move on now to Daily Sun, which is probably going to be our last paper. Ekiti, Fayose spits fire, vows to upturn Fayemi's election, says Buhari not a Democrat. Picture here of Macron in a celebration of, I think, Bastille Day in Paris. Benue Governor Autumn dumps APC. Buhari has power to issue Executive Order 6, says federal government. Clark Adebanjo Nwodo stopped from flying, and IPOP Igbo groups planned protest at The Hague. So Fayose is really, really upset. He's saying that they're going to go to court, and he's definitely going to overturn the verdict that that Fayemi is holding a stolen mandate.
May I quickly mention two stories that we took yesterday? Updates on 23 missing soldiers. The army came out to say that no soldiers are missing at all. But the police has put a bounty on 11 of their men that were killed, that if anyone has information, 4 of them in Sabon-Gira in Edo State and 7 of them in Abuja, that they will give them 5 million naira for the information and keep their source protected.
Let's go on a quick break now. When we come back, we'll discuss traditional birthing practices. On Let's Talk, we have a herbal medicine expert who's going to share with us how to use herbal medicine properly. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So a lot of women in Nigeria seek the help of untrained traditional birth attendants, despite the risks involved. And when complications set in and they can't handle it, they refer to hospitals and professionals, when in most cases it's too late. Now, what are your thoughts on this? We have a report on traditional birthing by TVC correspondent Azizat Olaoluwa. Watch this.
inadequate skilled birth attendants. As a result of these problems and more, a growing number of pregnant women prefer patronizing traditional birth attendants, popularly known as TBAs. After some findings, I got information about High Chief Josiah Aboluwade Balogun, the owner of T. Oluwani Trado Medical Clinic. He also holds the traditional title of Baale of Okwoba Community in Ilobu Agege, Lagos. Locating Balogun's place wasn't so difficult. Getting there, however, was a little tasking due to the deplorable state of the road that leads to his house. It's Tuesday, and Baba is busy attending to his patrons. As the women take turns to be examined, he tells me he has more than 100 customers. After about an hour, Baba Josiah took time off to talk to me about how he started his clinic and his passion for what he does. He says he gives his patrons no less than 7 different herbal concoctions on antenatal days.
I started full practice in 1986. It was handed to me by my father, and I'm doing same with my sons. I delivered almost all the children in this community. Hospitals refer pregnant women to me sometimes. The water you saw as calcium water, it's for baby's strong bones. The herbs serve different functions. This one works for pile. It will make the baby's body to be blemish-free. This herb prevents any form of stomach problem during pregnancy. This next one protects a pregnant woman from high body temperature. The major work of this is to prevent general body aches. There is one at the backyard. It makes the woman strong. The last one makes the body and birth canal flexible to ease delivery.
Bale Balogun's clientele cuts across the southwest and beyond. Elizabeth Ofara.
Wow.
Give us a call on 070-806-68014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. We'd like to hear your views, your experiences with this, because we are bringing in an expert later on who is an expert in herbal treatment. So we need to get a better understanding of these processes. In your experiences of whatever you've heard of this birth attendant, I mean, I know people, there's somebody close to me who had cancer, and she kept going to herbal doctors for many years until the thing had gone to the point where, unfortunately, we now had to take her to the hospital, and at that time, it was stage 4. It was way too late. So people believe so much in using these traditional options. In your view, what, I mean, I don't want to go to the issue of poverty because we understand it's poverty, but even if you're poor, what are the options you have? I thought we have primary health centers available.
See, the thing is, a lot of these, I'm not saying I don't believe in herbal medicine. I do. But a lot of these people are not, they're just practicing, and it's a hit and miss thing. I remember I told you that when I was young, my father gave me one herb for agumu, for malaria, and I haven't had malaria since. I think I was about 19 then.
Wow.
I'm now 57, and I haven't had malaria. So they do work, but our people don't pass it on. They don't pass the information on. So it's a hit and miss thing.
Right.
That's not
documented.
And I think that for me, birthing is, because I watched Rolary have her baby. I'm looking and I'm horrified.
Right.
I am horrified.
Yes. No, but you know, this guy now, according to the documentary, has had successes. You know, before Western medicine came, what were our parents using? They had children, healthy children. Even in the hospitals, when I had my third baby, 2 nurses nearly killed me. The baby got stuck, and instead of them to call the doctor, they were using their hands. I nearly died. When my baby came out, she was blue in the hospital. So these things happen whether in the hospital or outside the hospital. What I think is, this is our heritage, this is our culture, this is our alternative medicine. I think the government should look into it and find ways, like all those bottles now are not looking good at all. Find ways to make it healthy for people. Alternative medicine. It's not about poverty this time around. It's about the fact that sometimes English medicine fails us and we go to alternative medicine.
Alternative medicine works.
See the hygiene, see the kegs, see the environment in which that baby's going to be born into.
That's why the government should get involved. you know, just find a way to train these people on hygiene and all those things. But we shouldn't kill it.
I actually heard that for some people, it's not even poverty, it's about belief. So, because these people actually do charge money. Baba is not there because he's doing it for free.
He's not collecting beans now.
Oh. So it's about belief, and I agree with Obiajulu in that our great-grandparents did have children before Orthodox medicine came. The difference, like Wycliffe also rightly said, is we're not well-researched in our own because the colonialists made us believe that we were backward in our ways.
Yes,
So what Baba is transferring to his children is without research.
But unfortunately,
They probably
Baba-
don't have dosage.
But unfortunately, Baba doesn't know when is the complication. That's when you now start looking for the orthodox medicine.
It's
because now you do
research.
surgery.
It's research and experience that will make a gynecologist know that when there's obviously some women would have even died in his hand for him to know that, oh, when this happens, this is what I need to do. So it's the wealth of experience and knowledge which they then pass on in their own formal education
let me take
that
this
prevents
call.
this in future.
Let me take this call from Lawa. Lawa, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here, Mariah.
ahead,
Good
please.
morning.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Please, what about Tokwe? Has she gone on vacation or she's left?
She's gone on vacation. She'll be back
All
very
right.
soon.
Okay, thank you. You see, Morayo, I want to tell you something. Before this Western medicine and all of that, like Wycliffe said, our parents were using all these alternative drugs for us,
Yes.
whatever we call it. But the only thing is that they can make it healthier. They can package it in something that is neat and better, and people will patronize them. One of your co-hosts there told us about how they wanted to, injured her baby while she was having a baby in a general or in a modern hospital. So I think I buy this idea. The only thing is that our children don't believe in such a game. Like my daughter will always tell me, Mommy, no, I don't believe in such thing. But it happens. That is how we were born and brought up.
Thank you very much. But you see, I go back to the issues of people have CS. When they realize that there are complications with the baby coming out
They
naturally.
now send you to the hospital.
So what I'm saying that in that kind of situation, we should not let a Baba open you up into
God forbid.
Exactly.
In the research that was sent to us,
Yes.
this lady had said, the hospital had said she was going to have a CS. So she went to the herbal doctor, and that one said, no. So he gave her the correct herbs and
Corrected
turned
the whole
baby. And anyway, the baby came out without CS. That, according to what they sent to us, I wasn't there, I don't know.
Yes.
They
But
say
what I'm
that
saying-
some hospitals will also say CS because it's more expensive to do a CS. So maybe maybe there's something that they can do, or maybe the doctor just doesn't know. He went to a Nigerian university, for instance,
Let me
and
take
he
another
just
call
says
to you, Ajay.
CS is the solution.
Let me take another call. Morning, are you there?
Yes,
Shibomi, are you there? Thanks for calling. Would you engage a Baba to deliver your wife?
Apparently, Yemi said it all, basically. Jumoke also said it well. If you look at the medicine we use today, everything came from nature.
True.
Nothing came from man.
Oh,
we
Shibomi,
lost
are you
him.
there?
Are you with me?
Yes, go
Yes.
ahead.
Are you still with me there?
Yes, we are with you.
Yes, even chemicals, the white man's drug that we use in the present day hospitals came from nature. They are herbs, manufactured and refined to look white. So what the Baba is doing basically is, something we should applaud. And like Jumoke said, we should get the government to look into it and help him play
It's
the
Obi Ajulu that
hygienic.
said that.
Yes, that's the environment should be well hygienic in nature. Basically, there's not.
Okay,
See,
so let me take Obi Ajulu
they
from here.
shouldn't throw the baby out with the bath
Bath
water.
water, so
That
true.
is exactly what
Okay.
he's saying. Don't throw, call the Baba. He must have some knowledge.
Yes.
Which is okay.
Let
right.
him pass that knowledge on.
On.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So the use of herbal medicine in our society has been in existence forever. According to reports, about 70% of Nigerians use local and imported herbs to treat their ailments.
Very true.
Join us on the show is a traditional medicine practitioner and known as the father of computer science, Dr. Isaac Adeyemi. Welcome to the show, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
You can call us on 070 806-68014. You could also tweet to us at TVC Connect, please. Hashtag YourVTVC so we can read your tweets. So you heard our conversation earlier concerning herbal medicine. I know you're a professor, you're well informed in issues of herbs. And you used to be a computer scientist, actually.
I am a computer
You're
scientist.
a computer scientist, and you then switched over to herbal medicine.
I retired
into
herbal medicine.
You retired in herbal. Okay, so tell us about herbal medicine and why you feel today it's not getting the kind of support or the kind of recognition it deserves.
Herbal medicine had been on and had made our society survive for centuries.
Okay.
When education came through the Western world, we absorbed their tradition. They made us feel that we are backward.
Yeah.
We didn't have science, but we had knowledge, and we still have deep knowledge.
Wow.
And the Western medicine started from Egypt,
Bagang.
Africa. And the Greeks
Came and took it.
came on and took it. Education, written education, started from Egypt,
Bagang civilization.
Africa. Now, the Christians, the missionaries brought Christianity to Nigeria and
Africa.
To Africa. The Muslims brought Islamic religion through.
To Africa.
But science is what we are grateful for coming through the Western world. The people in the Western world, the first explorers, died of malaria. And malaria wasn't killing us.
Yes.
They took knowledge that we had solution. So with the advancement of science and introduction of science, we have a lot to offer. The Chinese have done this for thousands of years.
Yes. Very true, sir.
We've been doing it, but we were not recording.
Yes.
And when my wife and I, my wife is sitting there, got into
Herbal.
the herbal, we came back. I've just finished my PhD, and I started a computer science program at the University of Ife, the first in Nigeria. I was the first PhD in Nigeria in computer science. 3 months later, we had a baby, bouncing baby, but after 6 months, it started deteriorating. And we didn't know what was going on. We had a clinic in the university.
Right.
And we were eventually referred to UCH and Wesley Guild. And later on, our doctor suspected, the doctor was my classmate in higher school, suspected something was happening. We were so ignorant that boy meet girls, boy meets girl.
Okay.
Quick, you marry.
Yes.
We didn't investigate.
Sickle cell.
Sickle cell. You couldn't investigate it. And we are talking of
We didn't
1960s.
even have the
There was no knowledge.
There was no
Because of time. So you found out that there was a sickle cell.
Yeah,
At some
and
point.
sickle cell. And I portrayed myself as a scientist.
Right.
So I believed only in the hospital. But the boss where she was working said, why are you always absent from
Work.
now? He said, this thing is Afu. Up till today, that language I've never heard from anywhere, but it was sickle cell. And he took her to the backyard of his house and took some leaves and asked us to buy a few things. And religiously, I just followed her. I didn't believe in it because I was portraying myself as a scientist.
Yes.
Then, after 4 months postponement of operation on adenoid for the baby. We had 4 family members contribute or donate blood,
Right.
and they didn't need any of that.
Because of time, because we don't have a long time.
I'm going to
I wanted
jump into the, you mentioned, sir, that there's no transfer of knowledge. So we are in recording. Because, for instance, I know also that the Chinese have a herb that works fantastically for sickle cell. So you listened to our 2 shows on sickle cell and reached out saying that you do have a cure. So as a child of necessity, you found out that some herbs put together helped your own child to...
And in addition, 10 years later or 20 years later, I had suffered from my first day in the university, stomach ulcer.
Right.
Okay.
For 29 years, I had problem. Went everywhere, Europe, Germany, US, London, and there was no cure. Another fellow, in fact, it was my landlord in one of my branches that gave me some herbs, and I took it.
Okay.
And within 2 weeks,
Right.
Everything.
It stopped.
for 29 years.
Okay, so now let's go.
So herbs
Yes.
really work.
Okay, well, herbs work. And I know you've tried to help us understand the importance of herbs.
Yes.
But one of the issues people have is that inability to measure.
Measurement.
People just drink in agbo, drink. I mean, we saw the
sorry.
baba. Yes.
Turn the name off, but please help me pick that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trained at Idiaraba,
Okay.
and I'm now a herbal
Practitioner.
cognosis.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I formulate herbs.
Okay.
Okay.
And you said we're not passing this knowledge off. The knowledge is there.
Okay.
There are documentations
Okay. Okay.
hidden in the houses of some people. But the practitioners actually haven't gone through some of this training,
Training, yeah.
to know. So the first thing I did, please, there's a cup there.
Yes.
NAFDAC approved 10 products for us
Wow.
Okay.
in a short space of a few months, because we've gone through the scientific things and we were doing things like NAFDAC did.
Right.
Okay.
So there must be a label.
Okay.
Label.
Please
And
take
what's
the
measure?
label. Just
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
Take-
Let me pause you for a
And
quick
the
second.
measurement.
And the measurement. Fine.
And the measurement must not, don't say teaspoon or tablespoon.
Use ml.
Because it must be ml.
ML. Okay.
Graduated.
Based on the
And I
okay.
introduced this through NAFDAC
Okay.
to our
So
patients.
you're certified. I guess the question now, sir, is that why are people not engaged in? Why do people don't take herbal
And
medicine?
before
That's why.
he answers that, I want to know, so did this work on your child?
Yeah.
This drug, did it work on your own child that had sickle cell?
Yes.
And the child is now
and she's now 47 years old and a mother of twins.
Whoa.
Does she
and
have?
3.
Does she get attacks? Does she still get attacks once in a while?
Okay, let's talk about that. Sickle cell is a genetic defect.
Yes.
Let me help you, sir.
Yeah. You don't cure sickle cell.
Okay.
It's a defect.
You
Manage.
manage it. And what is the management? No malaria, no infection through wounds, no stress, etc., etc. And therefore, on daily basis, when she was a child, she would take anti-malaria, not on weekly basis, on daily basis, anti-malaria, so that you don't have attack and infection, which will make the blood cells break down very speedily.
Okay, we have to go on a quick break. When we come back, we're going to continue this conversation because I know it's not just about sickle cell. There are other ailments,
Yes.
cancer,
The same thing.
high blood pressure. You're saying that we have herbs that can
Yes,
actually treat
we
this.
do.
When we come back, we'll continue this conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So, Obiajile had a question.
Yes, sir. So I wanted to ask, in your years of practice on this herbal medicine, have you been training people? Because, you know, we have a problem of the fact that young people are looking for jobs. There's nothing to do. Everybody's focusing on entertainment. Can't young people focus on, you know, these kinds of herbal trainings to improve, empower themselves? Are you training people? Can people register and get trained and learn these skills from you?
I help to educate non-herbalists and invite them to my installation so that they see the procedure. And I learn from them the ingredients which they use. But the young ones should Google and find the training, traditional medicine training centers all over.
They have centers.
At my age, I'm almost 79. So I can't do what I did in computer now. But I went somewhere to learn something about cancer. And I found the condition, how they were preparing. As a scientific, we have equipment. We have dryers, and we employ HND scientists, food scientists, and so on and so forth. So I invite them, not too many, because they don't want to leave and miss what they earn in the few days when they will be with us. But I've invited quite a number.
You have somebody understudying you.
So,
pardon?
Somebody understudying you, like to take over from you when you're
what you're saying now. I think your focus right now is to help those practicing herbalists to learn how to package it properly, so that at least their brand.
And I give lectures.
And you give lectures on that. So because that packaging is really important for even exploitation.
Yeah, because like that Baba in the TV program that we just watched.
He needs packaging.
He needs packaging.
Yes.
Sorry, please just give me.
Sir, okay, so sir.
Without promoting my own product, NAFDAC has a standard way. You must do labels which must be approved by NAFDAC. And the label must give composition. Composition, what are the materials? So somebody else could go and copy it, but nobody can actually prepare your medicine like you do. So people should not be afraid of,
because that is why they always afraid. They will go and steal
then
it.
indications, then dosage. The dosage is very important. It took me 3 years with NAFDAC to convince them to use this cup rather than saying tablespoon, etc.
Let me take this call from the US. I have a very long distance call. Morning. Thanks for calling.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Jason, go ahead. Thanks.
Yeah, I noticed like a lot of Nigerians have this problem of not know what they have basically, because a whole bunch of people from the United States they buy stuff that is edible, in nature.
We don't understand you, Jason. You just speak a bit clearer.
Nigerian English.
Nigerian English, so we can understand you. We can't understand you. One word at a time.
Okay, yeah. What I'm trying to say is, like people now buy edible products like in the United States. Like, hello?
Yeah. We're listening. We're trying to understand.
All right. Okay. People buy stuff like edible products from the United States.
Okay.
Like back in the days, people think when it's edible stuff, they don't really know what they.
Okay, may I just take a few
what he's saying is, and it's true, that people buy, because the Western world, they have realized what they have done to us. So now they are the ones now going back.
Repackaging our own and sending back
like that bitter leaf I sent you.
Let's take a few tweets.
Tiny Tonky says, herbal medicine are God's gift to nature. Before Christianity and discovery of science, we were relying on natural herbs to cure diseases. Colonialism has stolen and poisoned our minds towards our heritage and natural gift from God. Tiolua says, how do pregnant women know of the state of their baby when they use herbs. Place of scan cannot be overemphasized. Dr. Kike Morenkeji says, Isaac Odeyemi is so knowledgeable. This is my area of interest, researching our herbs, cures, documenting prep techniques for consistency. We need to improve our R&D sector massively as so many solutions are around us.
Oyeyemi M process. I see nothing wrong in traditional birth practice. Just the government should get involved. Imagine the Baba has been doing that since '86. Take to think of it, assuming things have been going wrong, people would have stopped patronizing him. Good morning.
Okay, Adebayo says we have to explore different ways and opportunities to improve traditional herbal practices. It should be packaged well so that discoveries can be endorsed globally instead of being a case of us against conventional practice.
I have a last question to him, which is that I know of many herbal doctors that we had years ago that they used to promote their drugs. They had NAFDAC certification. We don't hear about them anymore.
Yeah.
So, like someone said, we're being poisoned. How do we improve knowledge and have those herbal practitioners also help in training new doctors, because we know that herbs do work. If I have stomach ache now, I'm not going to go to a doctor. I know what works. So how do we, pass on that knowledge
to the younger people?
Please, this is the primary spot. Tell people to know how to use Google, internet to get education.
Information.
What you are talking about, I don't go out at my age now trying to set up a school, but there are schools.
Okay.
And so if they know how to Google, they will know how to locate
Find the schools.
this. Okay. And then some universities, Ondo Medical Center is having a department on herbal development.
Wow.
And Afe Babalola University, and there are a few others. So let them go Google and find out.
I think we have to wrap up, but thank you very much. I think from what we've gotten from you, there's information out there. Yes. There's knowledge out there. Yes. You can Google it, you can ask questions, you can research. The idea is get the information. Yes. And for those who get the information, you can actually learn and become a practitioner. Now, for those who are already practicing, what the doctor is saying, that he can help you to help package it so that it's presentable, it's exportable. Because the reason why people run away from it is that international drugs look more appealing, they look more hygienic, and you can actually measure it. But here you're saying that you can actually train those herbal practitioners.
Even the royal family.
Even the royal family. So
in some other country I won't mention, is now using herbal, not Western medicine.
We know that.
So if you know a herbal practitioner,
people have gone back to it. It is us that are running like
let's teach them how to package it properly. Unfortunately, that's all we can take on the show. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's all we can take on the show. Tomorrow is our live audience show. Please come early so you can get a spot. Anybody can come, please. There's nobody paid to come on the show. Come as quickly as possible so you can get a spot. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.